Hello everybody, I hope you're doing well, and today is going to be my first video in which I review a DC Multiverse figure by McFarlane Toys. And with today, I'm going over Dr. Fate from the Black Adam movie. That being said, let's look closer into the package. As you can see, it's 12 plus, although pretty much any kid can probably get their hands on this, no problem. This is the side. As you can see, with the Black Adam movie logo at the top, Dr. Fate in big bold letters, and to recognize that he's from the Black Adam movie, since there are many variations of Dr. Fate. Now, moving on to the back, I believe this should match the card art, and that's a pretty wicked card art or box design in the back, but obviously I will be recycling this to save on space and storage purposes. And at the top, as you can see, just, little window view, Black Adam once again. Really glad at least this figure has a window. Usually I keep my figures in the box, but for this line in general, I will be opening them up and displaying them because of the size. I just enjoy that. And one thing I didn't mention, all the figures have 22 movable parts, which can be seen at the top. With that being said, let's open up this bad boy and see what it has to offer. To start off, before I pull out the figure, I did indeed get a lot of my figures, I guess, recently because I've gotten into them personally. So yeah, I took advantage of all the deals around Christmas and Black Friday. So with that being said, let me bring out the figure. Here he is with how his feet are, kind of like angled like that. It's going to be really hard to get him to stand up straight. So, I mean, I kind of see that as a little weakness already. But yeah, of course, you get the figure. And then you get this nice card art. It's going to be hard to show on camera, but there's like a lot of lines going up and down that are obvious. So I don't know if those are print lines or if it's like going against the plastic and that's why. But there's a lot of up and down lines. So I kind of wish that wasn't there. But better yet, it'll look a lot better. And to go on to the back to read up of him, his real name, Kent Nelson, as we all know. And upon wearing the ancient alien golden helmet of fate, Kent Nelson transforms from kindly academic into a mystical sorcerer. One of the founding members of the Justice Society, Dr. Fate is able to forego all emotion to envision future outcomes, conjure terrifying illusions, and bewitch his opponents with power that outmatches even the powers of the gods, as you saw in Black Adam. And then to move on, you get, as the last accessory, you get this wicked flight stand. I'm glad he comes with this, and these flight stands are a lot better than pretty much any other ones I can really see, so I'm glad that he included one with Dr. Fate. But that's enough said with the accessories. Let's get to talking about the figure even more. All right, so here he is in closer detail. And I was just going to say, when I was trying to get him out, yeah, the cape is a pain to get out. But I did realize that on mine, they kind of messed up the paint here on the back, or at least, overdid it, or it didn't dry properly. So it leaked onto the cape. So I guess that'll probably just stay there, which kind of sucks. But at the end of the day, I'm not really going to have the back showing very often. And they, as mentioned, the feet are kind of angled, as you can see right here. So it's like if you try to stand him, he's not going to stand. So that kind of really sucks about this figure. But to go on with the 22 articulation points, since I'm newer to this, I'm not going to know probably everything, but I'm going to do as much as possible. The head can move. There's how high it can go up. This is how low he can go down. And then you can go side, pretty much 360. Yep, there you go. And then his arms, that's the furthest his arms can go up because of the shoulder armor, or the armor from the chest. And then his elbows, there you go. Yeah, his arm can move forward. Elbow, it's best it can go. And then moving on to his wrist, can go down that much, can go up this much, which is probably going to be common. And then let me see if it can go side to side. No, it cannot. So it just goes up and down. And then, yeah, it can rotate. On the other arm, yeah, it's going to be the same. Yeah, it's going to be the same. And then here on the legs, or I guess the abdomen, I guess you can say, not much movement. I don't want to tempt it too much, but it looks like he can't really twist that well since the, I guess, diaper part is kind of all in one piece. The legs, you can do a full split. And put the legs back into place. And then looks like his knees don't really move that much, but his leg, on the other hand, can go back that much. And then obviously the furthest it can go is straight like that. And then the foot, 360. It can go up that much, although hopefully you're not going to display like that. It's going to be like a broken foot in real life. And then, yeah, I can go back that much. Then with the foot, obviously it can go like this, normal, or it can go up that much. The toe, but once again, that looks a little uncomfortable, so hopefully he's not going to be doing that. Then, yeah, the cape, it's rubber, I guess you can say. I mean, honestly, I think I would prefer this than cloth. I feel like, you know, over time it'll start to like deteriorate or at least start to rip, etc. So this is a lot better. Although, yeah, it does suck that mine did have the gold. And then, yeah, as you can see, yeah, back, even though you're not going to see much of that. But that being said, that's what he looks like. Now let me get him set up in his flight stand. Here he is on the flight stand. As you can see, honestly, I didn't really trust it holding on to it, but it's doing a pretty good job. Yeah, I was expecting it to like more wrap around their waist, but I guess at the end of the day, that's best it can do. But it does its job, so that's pretty darn good. And yeah, I'm not a professional at posing them, so I just did my own thing, kind of matched the photo on the card with what he was doing. But at the end of the day, yeah, I'm glad the flight stand was included. And then, yeah, if I were to change anything about this figure, it would be his feet. So if someone did, for some reason, want him to stand down or stand on the ground, making it flat, so therefore he can actually stand, since it was kind of like curved in, so he could not be flat-footed, aka stand at all. And yeah, it does suck in my copy how that gold paint did kind of get on the cape, but it's not really ruining it because not many people are going to see that. Neither would myself, because I'll display him obviously facing this way and not back way. So yeah, at the end of the day, if I were to rate this figure just based on like the articulation, the movability, well, as you saw the chest part also doesn't move much forward or back. So I'd say that's maybe a little deduction, but it does look better as one piece at the end of the day. He does look like he's a little bulgy, I guess, right there, if anything, which I didn't mention until this point. Yeah, his feet. So if I were to rate this figure, I'd probably say I'm not going to be too rough on the ratings. I do kind of wish maybe we got extra hands, so therefore he can have different hand gestures. And so, yeah, he could look a little more normal at the end of the day. Sorry, I was trying to adjust the hand because it looked a little bent. But I can't do that because of the movability. So maybe that's a small reduction too. But yeah, if I were to rate this figure, probably say maybe probably 9 out of 10, just because of the small deductions. But he does come with a flight stand. The price is very good. I'm pretty sure retail originally most likely is around 20 or 25, but I got him for way cheaper. Can't remember. I think it was maybe like $12. So at the end of the day, I'm super satisfied. Love the paint application besides that missed point. And with that being said, that's going to wrap it up for the video. Hope you all enjoyed. And Dr. Fate will see you in the next video. Not him, but obviously me. Bye.